So have you got any words of wisdom or advice for our current students, particularly the ones who are studying medical and health sciences?
Wow, you're asking me if I have words of advice for young people, and now I feel very grey-haired. So I think in medicine the most important thing is to recognise that you won't always be at university. You won't always be in training. You'll go out into the world and medicine will change around you unrecognisably over the course of the next 40 years. If you think about doctors who qualified in 1970, who are still practising today, well, you know, almost everything that they use in their day-to-day work has been invented since they were spat out of medical school. So the important things to understand aren't just what works now, but you also have to understand evidence-based medicine. You have to understand how do we know if something works or doesn't work, how to pick holes in evidence, and how to critically appraise the evidence for claims that people are making to you. Because that's the only way that you'll be able to stay up to date without being hoodwinked by people who have a story to tell, whether it's for commercial reasons or ideological reasons. You know, there are surgeons who'll give you a biased story about which method is best. But as doctors, we have to make sure that we use the best possible evidence to make the most effective treatment decisions with our patients. And I think that's going to become more important, actually, because as the sum total of medical knowledge grows, and also as society shifts to wish, I think quite rightly, patients to be more engaged in decision-making about their own healthcare, where they want to be involved, I think increasingly doctors are going to be people who have to find out information about what works best and then discuss it with patients to help them make the best shared decision with them. So, you know, epidemic holiday, as we used to call it when we were at medical school, is actually probably the most important thing on a medical course in terms of future-proofing you for the changes that will happen over the next, well, if you're qualifying now, you're going to retire when you're like 110. So you need to be prepared for a lot of change in medicine.